Instead of being encouraged and rooted for, my client was blamed, threatened, yelled at, and sometimes held at gunpoint whenever he tried to do the right thing. Instead of being encouraged to be like the ethical working-class citizen, my client was led astray from ethics and raised to believe that the horrific dead bodies and grief caused to families was worth it. Cruel, cold-blooded murderers are forged by verbal and physical abuse, rape, and bullying, all of which my client experienced throughout his life, and even in his job as a mercenary. Most who've killed as much as he did wouldn't regret their actions, but Mr. Joran did, to the point where he willingly cooperated and wrote handwritten apologies to the families whose atrocities he committed caused them pain. So, Your Honor, hopefully you can see that as a child my client, Mr. Joran, was trapped in a vicious cycle of abuse, neglect and sexual assault. As a paid mercenary, he was subject to the same harassment and gaslighting he experienced as a child, which led him to commit horrible deeds. But is it fully his fault? That's up to you to decide, the respected members of the jury. I've bought out Vance's office, and I'm planning to expand my law firm, hire new lawyers and everything. Then, I'll open a new building in Florida and take more cases.
While you pursue your law career, I'll continue killing on a payroll. Good luck with your endeavors.
If I ever need someone out of the picture, I'll call.
One more thing. When I first started taking jobs under the now defunct Joran and Slanger Enterprises, I met Omar and Jerry on a hit-and-run job. They were discussing something about murdering you.
Do the deed, brother.
We'll kill Pinecone and get him out of the way.
We'll take his head and leave the rest of his corpse to bleed.
Fields has due bails, and if he won't pay it in green, he'll pay it in red.
This'll straighten him out.
What about the Jones? They don't want him dead.
The Jones are in a rotation.
But Lady Genevieve.
She still matters to you?
Of course she matters. She employed us.
Jerry, always thinking about the ulterior motives and not the real, intrinsic reason.
What are you implying?
You don't have any real primary motive. You juggle around our distaste for Pinecone with Milady's visceral greed.
Of course I have my own reasons. Why wouldn't I?
You're getting weak, Jerry, and you're barely turning 40 yet.
Are you implying I am not driven by personal hatred?
Only by misplaced loyalty, yes.
When the Pinecone's rotten corpse is 20 feet under, I'll show you then.
What are you gonna do?
Lady Genevieve, that's a name I'd never heard of before. Then I did some investigation, and figured that Lady Genevieve is a corrupt descendant of Vishing royalty, controlling a deep, widespread underworld below her first-class society. She arrived here in America 3 days ago, and sent Vance a letter, which I intercepted.
What did it say?
She wrote that she wanted me dead.
Who is it now?